Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Steven here, and I just decided to skip the game that the other game I had because I'll say we beat the Warriors, but that's kind of about it. The rest of the season actually really sucked. I decided to skip to the draft. We drafted hopefully the future cornerstone of this team. I do have to say, his jumper is very awkward. I might change it up a little bit, because it is definitely a sim jumper. In-game, it is kind of annoying to play with. And, this is where I was deciding to choose, but, it took me a minute to decide who to get, because there were a few players, and the guy that I drafted was compared to... Ooh, sorry for that, guys. Was compared to Andrew Wiggins. I'm just hoping he just turns out to be better than Andrew Wiggins, because Andrew Wiggins is, it's not so good. I'll just say that. Also, in this episode, we do a trade. We do trade Kent Bazemore, but when it happens, you'll find out what the trade is. And I do free agency. And that was me looking at the mock draft and everything and seeing who is available. But or just seeing who is available. Sorry for that. I dropped something. So I trade Bazemore right here. If I'm correct, there might not be I'll tell you, we drafted that guy that you saw, the Andrew Wiggins guy, Ronald Sharp, if I'm correct his name was. But, yeah, I do trade Bazemore for, to me, honestly, I forget. I think I did this yesterday. Which means, yeah, my memory's great. So, yeah, I think I jumped through this seeing on what I could trade, because there were some trades that came up. Some of them were good money, and some of them were just straight awful on the money side, like Jan Mahimi came up. Some other stuff. I keep looking. If I'm correct, I do the Robert Williams. I'm not sure, because I'm still not sure on Scott Labissiere at the moment. He's good, but he's also can be a liability defensively and stuff, and I do get Robert Williams, hoping I can develop him into possibly being a franchise power forward on this team. His offensive game needs to be worked on, but his rebounding and defending is pretty good, and this is free agency. I do pick up a young guy in Trayvon Duval, and the reason why is young point guard. I will say re-signed Tyler Ulis. Actually, I do not. Tyler Ulis actually declined the offer I asked him. He actually declined the offer I gave him. So we did not get him. Which I'm correct. I show you right here. And it's not like I offered him a super cheap contract. I think I offered him like a 2-year, I think it was like 2-year, 12 mil. Like I offered him yeah, I think I did 2-year, 12 mil, and it's not like it was a bad contract for a guy like Tyler Ulis. That's actually I maybe overpaid for him. But, it was just, and then he declines it, which kind of annoyed me that he didn't want to return. So I had to go after someone else. Yeah, I checked. It was 80%. He just didn't. I forget who else I tried to go for. I think I go in the list and I look for really young point guards. I was looking at Brandon Jennings to get maybe a vet. Looking at some other guys. To be honest, yeah, it's sad that I honestly forget half of this. For the fact that I think I did this yesterday or the day before. But I think I go to the youngest point guards, or I go to scheme fit, and I looked at Derrick Rose for a second. I looked at Devontae Graham. I think his Derrick Rose was 30, and he would start. For some reason, 2K has players regress. The second, it's like in the Madden games, they have them regress the second they hit the age of 30. They just suck, depending on if they're like 90 billion and above. I think I go for Brandon Jennings because he's one of that guys that will just pop off. I looked at Dinwiddie. There were a few guys there that I was like, maybe. But the point guard thing, I was very confused on what I actually wanted to do. Which I also don't get. Why is Seth Curry a point guard? That man does not really pass the... I think his career average is like 3 assists. And he's a shooting guard, about 90% of the time. Yeah, I do offer Brandon Jennings a deal. I offer him a 1-year minimum because I ain't paying him more than that. I didn't see Austin Rivers. I think I thought about that for a split second. I realized I don't like Austin Rivers' jumper. I can never figure it out. I do sign both of them. I do renounce the rights on I renounced the rights on a few players, like Al Jefferson, Kevon Looney. I thought about Looney, but I was like, nah. I also do re-sign Kylo Quinn because he's a good rebounder. I think I paid him like 12 mil, which realistically, for what he does on this team, 12 mil, get some buckets. It's not bad. To be honest, a contract like that for him is not awful. And I also do play a Summer League game. So you'll be seeing me brick a ton of shots with the guy we drafted, that Ronald Sharp guy, for the fact that I might have to change up his jumper slightly, or I just might have to get used to it, because it's not... I'll say it's not amazing. My first time using it, it's definitely different. He's going to be a guy that I will definitely enjoy seeing him drop 25 in like 4 or 5 in sim. Playing wise, he may average like, I don't know, playing wise is going to be an issue. But I hop in the last 10 minutes. This is what I'm always going to do. I'm going to hop in the last 10 minutes of games. I chuck up a lot. I have to say, I chuck up a lot of threes because, let's be honest, it's Summer League. Who cares? It's a Summer League game. Let's be honest. You all want to see the actual season. Also, Zaire Smith is like a 76, 70, almost to a 78. I do take a bunch of threes with Trayvon Duval because his 3 was, I think, like a C plus to 3 or to like B, and I was like, ooh, maybe. Are you playing on? Oh yeah, there he is, Ronald Sharp, the newest member of the Louisville Liberty. Yeah, his shot is funky. It is weird, and I really have to get used to it, or I might have to maybe change the way it releases, like the way it releases and everything, because it is. Yeah, see, it's slow, but it's very big man-y. It's very like Kevon Looney big man-esque. It's very awkward. So, it's definitely weird. I'll give it that. So I have to get used to it. But OG got to the foul line and won, which was beautiful to see that. The OG is actually being able to score inside, because OG Anunoby... sorry. OG Anunoby's offense is very... I'll say it's questionable sometimes on if he's able to score. Defensively, he's pretty good. I'll give it that. Trayvon Duval, I could see him being the future point guard because going into the draft and everything, I, to be honest, thought he was actually going to be drafted. I thought he wasn't that bad. And for what I saw in the Summer League, if I'm correct, he was on the Rockets Summer League. He was not bad. And I screwed up there. I should have had Robert Williams score it right there, but OG made it, so I'm not going to complain. I think I eventually just give up soon. I think I play pretty much the whole thing, but it becomes it becomes a disaster. I'm just going to say that. But I'm thinking of things that I could run with our new guy. He can shoot, which is why I'm thinking maybe thinking of having him maybe sometimes as a catch and shoot guy in the corner. I think if we use him maybe sometimes as a low usage spot up guy, it might work out. Or I'm thinking that, and late game he takes over games. And that bothered me, that he was able to pull up like that, but when I have Trayvon Duval and stuff that can't even make a simple basket. Also, yeah, I think Yeah, he bricked everything. He was not making anything. Me controlling him, I think he had like 2 points. It was a mess. But closing in on about 6 minutes left in this game. About the end of this game. Which I will have to say, it is not great. I do take a lot of dumb threes with him because I'm just trying to see if I can even get his jumper to even possibly hit anything. And it's hard. It's hard to do. Maybe open it works. We have to find out. But yeah, the Nuggets just start bending us over. And I don't mean like a little, I mean like they'd start destroying us at some point. Kind of like how the Spurs did that first season. I'm expecting maybe a slight improvement. I'm expecting a few game improvement. Even if we don't get better, we can draft a higher talent. We can draft another guy. Hopefully with a better jumper. I like this guy. It's just, he's a little, for a guy with a jumper like that, that's the only shot he hit the game when I was using him. And for a guy who can't score inside, he has a really not so good jumper in my opinion. It kind of sucks. It is actually very ugly. So, we have a lot to work on. The team's not so good. Of course, that's going to be given. The team's not going to be good. But I think with our new piece of Robert Williams, Zaire Smith will be starting this year. Robert Williams being down there at the 4 or 5 spot will definitely improve our defense. And I think later on, I could maybe try to get Robert Williams to be a good inside scorer, or even maybe be able to maybe space the floor at least to mid-range. And then who knows, maybe at some point later on down in the years of this, we can win. I will be happy within our third to fourth year. I'll be happy by at least our 4th year. We're pushing towards the playoffs. I'll be happy with that. Even by the end of the 3rd year, I'll be happy if I won't be upset if we made the playoffs. But I also won't be the most happiest because I want to get a young super core. I want to get a young, nice big 3 going maybe. Kind of get like what maybe the Suns are trying to do right now by getting a Devin Booker going, I want a super team here in Phoenix. The thing is, if you want a super team, you might have to go somewhere else. Because no one wants to go to Phoenix, but that's for a different thing. But this is gonna be a grind. And the Nuggets just did not miss for 90% of this game. And it was annoying. I've said that again. It's annoying. I pass it. Freelance was sucking. The reason why I don't run a whole lot of plays in 2K is because for me, they just don't run them, or the play just doesn't work halfway through. I'll stand on the thing for it to activate. It doesn't activate. I'll pass it to the thing. It won't move on. So I found myself running a lot of freelance or just pick and rolls, which happens. Robert Williams did hit that nice shot, and that's OG who misses. I think OG is really going to be low usage. He's the spot up guy. There is no him moving around screens and everything. I see him being a guy who stands in the corner and will pull a 3 when he is open or when he gets the ball. Maybe we need to improve his 3-point shot. His defense isn't bad, like I said. The Raptors made him look good, so maybe he's not good. Maybe it was just a thing of Nick Nurse's system. Of course, you're going to say, well, Dwayne Casey ran the Raptors last year, which is not true. It came out and said that Nick Nurse pretty much designed the whole offense, even when doing it in Dwayne Casey's last year. So yeah, and Robert Williams actually started hitting some nice shots during this game. So if I can get him to maybe hit consistent mid-range or even turnaround jumpers maybe and stuff, I could turn him into a nice Swiss Army defense, a very nice Swiss Army knife player. Maybe he'll never be an amazing shooter, but at least a guy that if you leave him open from mid-range, he will at least punish you for that. And also, I did do a Boston Celtics rebuild a while ago. I was just doing it for fun. And Robert Williams balled out in the finals. Like, I think he had like 12 and like 22 with like 3 blocks and like 4 assists. Like, he was ridiculous. Ronald Sharp, I have to learn him. Trayvon Duval, I think he hits 1-3. I think he hit. I'm not sure if he hit it or not. Well, I'm rambling on in this. But yeah, we got about close to a minute left in the recording. But yeah, we suck. We're gonna suck. You gotta embrace the youth on this team. We got Robert Williams, we got Zaire, we got Duval, we got Labissiere, we got young. I was gonna say studs, but they haven't been proven. Trayvon Duval especially is not proven in the NBA. Robert Williams not either. Labissiere's proven a little. And especially Ronald Sharp, he has not been proven. I drafted him 3rd overall, for God's sake. Hopefully he doesn't suck. I'd be a little mad if I drafted a 3rd overall pick and he is complete garbage. But yeah, hope you enjoy this series. I'm enjoying it. When I decide to record, I enjoy this because it's fun seeing this team grow. And yeah. I got about like 20 seconds, so yeah. Subscribe, like, helps me out, and shows me that you guys are enjoying this, which is great. And we got to embrace the youth on this team. So yeah, there's Trayvon Duval's 3, and I'm Steven. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.